I'm in the shop here with Jaida Waggoner, who is 16 years old. She's been woodworking since about age 8, but made her first real project, if you will, at what, 11, I think?
Yeah.
And so tell me about the pieces that we're looking at here.
This was my first project that I made for a competition that I go to. This is one that I made when I was 11. We actually found the idea for it in a book. I'm not sure what book it was, but the original idea was we were going to have like a wrapped edge with the veneers, but we tried a few things and we were running out of time, so we just decided to
I don't know how
finish.
that goes.
Yeah, we decided to just finish it off with this edge and decided that if we want to come back later, we can just take the top off and replace it. But for now, I'm really happy with this.
Right. And you'll never go back and replace it. You'll
No.
just make
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And then after that, you made this Maloof inspired chair over here, yeah?
This one, I was 15, this was last year, and we found it in a Maloof book that we have. And I was really interested in it because of the kind of just like weird joints and the way that it fits together. And I really like the legs too.
I'm sort of fascinated by
Yeah.
the joinery back here. Let's turn that
Yeah.
around and get a look at that. And can you tell us how you made this curve here and the connection with the back leg?
So first what we did is we cut out all the back of the seat, but we left blocks right here. And then I think what we did next was we went in with the bandsaw and just cut off lots of the bulk.
Mm-hmm.
We already had these that I had done on the lathe and like made sure that these were the same size with the calipers. And so then we just kept marking it, taking it off, using the Fordham to rub away some of it, coming back and putting it back on and just making sure that it went straight into it. And then we sanded it down to like the final dimensions.
How many coats of oil and sanding? How many
Not
rounds?
as many as it
No?
should have been.
No.
But I'm not sure how many exactly we probably had, but a few.
A few, right.
I mean, there's never enough time to put in.
No, seriously. Speaking of which, I understand you put your first coat of finish on your latest piece last
Yes.
night. Is that true?
Yes.
And I'm touching it, and I hope it's dry.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But we only have one coat on this, and so it's not totally finished. But we just did this one recently over the past few weeks, and we found this one is actually in the same book as that one. But I thought about doing this one a couple of years ago, but I was just like not really sure. It's really similar to one that my brother made, and I was kind of like, my brother made one. Come
Right.
on.
So you had to do one better.
Exactly. So this year I decided I was going to make it. It's a musician's chair, so it doesn't have any arms or anything. And I was really interested in this one just because it's a lot like I said, like the original low back dining chair, the original Maloof one. But I really liked the leg detail, how it kind of curves and stuff like that.
And I like this detail here on the back as well. How did you do that?
We used a Fordham for that also, actually, and sanders and just, anything that you can use to get in the area. We used lots of hand tools like rasps and files.
And you keep saying we, but you did most of the work,
Well, yeah.
right? Okay.
My dad was there.
Sure. So what got you into woodworking in the first place?
My dad.
Mm-hmm. Not competition with your brother?
Well, that's what got me serious about it. No, but I'm pretty sure the first thing that we ever did was my school, we make Valentine's boxes. And being the competitive person that I am, I had to have the best Valentine's Day box. And I remember, I think I was in kindergarten, I said I wanted to have a big lipstick. Don't know why.
Because at age 5 you were like,
yeah, exactly. No, so I wanted that for my Valentine's Day box, and we had just gotten a lathe, the first lathe that we had. And so my dad turned it and helped me figure it out and stuff, and I think that was probably one of the very first things that we ever did was making that lipstick. And then after that I made a Ferris wheel, and I made an oven with warmers and stuff, and just projects like that I think are what got me into it. Yeah.
So you literally were using a lathe at age 5, at least a little bit?
I more helped with the painting process, putting putting the glitter on it and stickers, you know. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that we could make a big lipstick. So
being encouraged to get into the shop at any age,
yeah,
thing, but
and
at age 5, I think it sticks with
we
you.
made like a doll house that didn't really go anywhere, but just stuff like that. I always thought it was just so cool that we could just make stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even.
And you still think that?
Yes, I still think that.
So what inspired you, or what is it about Maloof in particular that inspires you? Because I'm seeing the rounded, like, curves on everything you're doing here.
Probably just the way that, like, it just flows together and everything it's so artistic, the way that everything, just like all the joints are like flowing together. There's no harsh lines, but there is just the juxtaposition of how he does his work. I just love it.
Mm. Well, it's interesting. You said off camera a little while ago, I asked, I was showing you some dovetail joints that someone in the shop had cut, and you said you've never cut a dovetail joint, which is kind of crazy because that's what most people are like, oh, I'm going to try dovetails. No, you went right for the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So you weren't at all intimidated by this work.
Well, I mean, I saw my brother do it, and I saw some of my siblings do it, and I was like, do I really want to make a box for my first project? I mean, how about we just do like a bench or a chair?
Mm-hmm. You know? So your first chair project is this crazy thing that has a different angle at the front and the back, and different size turn legs, and that's your first chair project, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My first chair project is that one that's sitting there still in pieces. And I'm old enough to be your mother, so you know. That's hilarious, though. What else do you do besides woodworking? What do you like to do besides woodworking?
I really enjoy painting.
Mm-hmm.
I sketch. I do some sculpture. Not the best at it, but I really enjoy it.
Well, this really is kind of
yeah,
sculpture, so.
exactly. Only once you take it off, you can't put it back on.
That's true. Are you planning to combine those skills then and those avocations and design your own furniture someday?
I've thought about maybe dabbling in design. I've actually thought about being an architect, and that's the reason is mostly just because of, you know, figuring out the design and stuff like that. I really enjoy design and just like the way things flow together and look. So I think that's why I enjoy art probably.
Well, you've got good examples in what Charles Wright McIntosh and Frank Lloyd Wright and lots of architects who have designed the buildings and the pieces you go in them. That could be you someday, right?
We hope so.
Well, thanks very much for stopping by.
Thank you.